Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Now, we checked out Trails to Azure a while back, and I had done a bunch of research into this game because I was like, wait a minute, what is this exactly? Why are people talking about this in a way that is outside of like, oh yeah, a new game and stuff like that? And so, to give you a quick recap of why this release is important, okay? So, Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, this is not a new Legend of Heroes game, okay? This game is actually quite old, but it was only available in Japan. It's being developed by Nihon Falcon, as well as published by NIS America. It only had a Japanese language available in it. But Legend of Heroes, the Trails series, the Legend of Heroes series, is a very beloved JRPG franchise. And thanks to modern technology, there was a pretty healthy community around emulating the game, and then a group of people called the Geofront went in and did a full translation of the game. Like, they translated all of it into English and built an entire emulated version of it, basically a really, really aggressive mod to make the English translated version of the game. And everyone was like, sick, we can play it now. But capitalism got in the way and rights holders got in the way, but it worked out all right in the end, because what happened was, I don't know if it was NIS America or Nihon Falcon or whatever, they approached the Geofront and was like, yo, hey, so we don't want to just send you guys a cease and desist, because we realize that through your project, you've put in a lot of work. You wanted to bring this game to English. We never localized this game. We never brought it to Western audiences. But the lawyers say that we have to send you a cease and desist. However, what if we worked with you guys and released an official English version and created a partnership between the Geofront and NIS America and Nihon Falcon for us to use all the work you did? We don't know if there was payment involved or anything like that, but what we do know is that the developers / publishers approached this mod team, the Geofront, and said, hey, we can't let you do that, but what we would like to do is we would like to appreciate your work by using it, and we will officially release the game using your localization. And that is what this is. That is why we are getting an English version of Trails to Azure. It's not necessarily because we're getting all these other ports of games that never got released in the West. It is because there was a very dedicated group of people that put in all the work, and then I really, really hope you guys got paid. And I realize that legally you probably can't say, but I will just say I hope you got paid. They didn't have to pay you, but I hope that they did. So that's what this is. We're just going to check out a couple of things that we didn't check out in the last one. We have the story trailer, and then we have the official opening. So we're going to check those out, and then we'll look at the Steam page as well. So let's go ahead and get started.
西ゼムリア通商会議の開催を宣言させていただきます。我々はもはや他国の思惑に振り回されるわけにはいきません。
They look like little clay sculptures.
ここに市民及び大陸諸国に対しクロスベルの国家独立を提唱します。それにあんな連中が入り込んで
especially their hair.
予想外の事態への保険は欲しい。
あんな連中。
両兵団赤い星座ゼムリア大陸西部において最強と
Look at that Reinhardt looking motherfucker.
現在多数の所属メンバーがクロスベル入りしていることが確認されている。
It's aggressive.
帝国政府の後押しを受けているのは確実なようだな。となるとその会議中首脳連中を守り抜けばいいのか。
オズボーン宰相は帝国内にかなりの敵対勢力を持っていると言われていますし、
いずれにせよ現在できつつある構図には何らかの意味があるはずです。
Is it? Oh, no, it's not only on PlayStation 4. That just says only on PlayStation 4 because we're on the PlayStation YouTube channel. It is also on Steam. In terms of gameplay, they didn't show any in there because that was a story trailer. The gameplay itself is your pretty standard affair in terms of a turn-based RPG. If you've played any of the Trails of Heroes games, it is very much in that same genre, right? So just be aware that you may not have seen combat in there, but that's what you're not seeing. All right, so this is the opening. I assume they mean the opening for like the opening animation of the game, like when you turn it on. Oh, excuse me. What the fuck is that? Whole new meaning to the phrase gunblade. Jesus. That totally looked like the wolf from, what game am I thinking of? There's another RPG that has a wolf that looks very, very similar to that. Who are you? You look cool. You think that guy might be evil? Just maybe. The dude that totally looked like the Major from Hellsing. I think the thing I'm most curious about is who is this girl with the green hair? She's on the cover and she was shown off a few times, but nothing ever really points to like who or what she is. Anyway, regardless. So, as I already said, that's Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. There's actually not a whole lot shown off on the Steam page, just like 5 screenshots. Running around the environment, one fight, a pre-boss scene, cutscene looking thing. I appreciate that all of these say that these screenshots are taken from the Japanese version of the game. This one's apparently taken from the English version of the game. I'm curious though. Let's see if we can find a price. I wonder if it's available for pre-order anywhere, like on Best Buy or some shit like that. Yeah, the original release was in 2011. Okay, it's on the Epic Games Store. The Nintendo Switch copy is $50. So that's probably about what we'll be seeing for the rest of them as well, where you are able to get them anyway. I will say, though, that if you're like, you know, that looks pretty good, but I might want to wait for it to be on sale, Legend of Heroes games, they basically don't go on sale. Ask me how I know. I know because they've been on my freaking Steam wishlist forever, bro. Even when freaking Steam had like a JRPG fest where they just put a whole bunch of JRPGs on sale, the Legend of Heroes games were like 25% off. And everyone's like, damn it. Your games are $50 forever, bro. And they're like, yeah, I know. Buy it if you want to play it. And I was like, I might not. Anyway, so that's Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. It's really cool, the story that led us to get to this point. I will say again, though, I mean, it will be less cool if they just like took all the work and didn't actually give any type of compensation or genuine recognition to the people that put in the work for this localization. But I don't have the details on that. I do know that we are supposed to get a lot of the other Trails games that we didn't get in the West that didn't receive localizations, that those are in the pipeline as well, and we are supposed to be seeing them here in the next couple of years, which is cool because I really like to see games be made available on modern platforms. While it is not the only part that exists in terms of video game preservation, because that also involves like preserving the ability to play the original copies of the game and stuff, just making them accessible is really important, because there's so many games that are not necessarily lost to time, but that are lost to translation, because like with a lot of games didn't get localized into Western languages, or games are still locked onto older systems. And with the ability for newer systems to translate games into newer systems, the immortality of games on Steam or on PC in general, these are good things to have, because they just make all games across history more accessible to anyone that might want to enjoy them. And that's wonderful to have, because for the most part, there's a few games or themes in games that have aged poorly, but a lot of it still carries forward to today. And that's really important that we have that ability to access them. But I digress. That is The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have more information on the dealings, if you know a little bit more than what I did about like what happened in terms of the localization from the Geofront and getting to this point, let me know. I'd love to hear a breakdown of that. But anything at all that you want to share with us, put them down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place things of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we stream on Twitch, and I'd love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. Do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.